Could the Carolina Panthers be the next team up when it comes to being a contender for possibly the NFC uh, Super Bowl? Man, we got to talk about this. On, guys, welcome to another edition of All American Sports News. This is your host, Joel Davis. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor, go ahead on and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell all the way up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. With that being said, guys, we are going to go head to head on to this. Last night's game, very much a one-sided affair. Uh, the Texans just looked horrible. Now, it wasn't the quarterback fault. All right, David Mills in his first career start. It was mostly because the Texans get the football, couldn't run the football. And we already know how that is. If you can't run the football in the NFL against any team, the defense, especially a powerful defense, is going to run right all over you. Okay. And not to mention, too, they couldn't prevent. Now, Carolina scored in the first quarter. All right. And let's talk about how they scored in the first quarter. So they scored in the first quarter with a touchdown. Uh, Last night's performance was just, I mean, the Houston Texans. I mean, Mills' first start, the defense sacked him 4 times, and they only held him to 168 passing yards. And then Tyrod Taylor suffered a hamstring injury, which we knew about last Sunday, and he was placed on injured reserve. But that's not the two. Uh, Chris McCaffrey, he also got a sprained hamstring injury, but it's all good because freaking Sam Darnold and company, they just did that thing. They were determined to this work without their star running back. I mean, Sam Darnold threw for 304 yards and ran for
Patrick
2
Mahomes
touchdowns.
has done is just special.
I mean, that's just being straightforward to the point. Now, Mills did with Brandis Cooks for 112 yards, but that's just the most he could actually do. Now, on the first quarter, when he put them up, Anthony Miller grabbed a 1 yard touchdown pass halftime. But Joey Sly, he missed it. So that just really hurt the Texans because they were trying to get something started, but it just couldn't. And it was just sad. Like you would think that the Texans being the team that they were and how they looked a couple of weeks back, you thought that this would not be the situation, you know? It didn't. Now, another thing that was crazy is that when halftime came, it was like game on. The Panthers just took over the game and they went up 17-3 and they just kept going at it. I mean, you had Darnold had a 32-yard uh pass to Tommy Tremble on a drive that ended with a 21-yard field goal in the fourth quarter. You got Terrence Marshall gains a power drive that ended with Darnold's 1-yard scoring run that put the game away for about 4 minutes to go. And right now, Darnold is looking like a very mobile quarterback. This is the second time he done rushed in for a touchdown as a quarterback. So is can the Panthers make a run for the play NFC chip and possibly the playoffs? I mean, possibly the Super Bowl. All right. Well, there's some things we got to because when we talk about this, there's a lot of things we got to unpack. All right. First things first, we got to look at how Panthers need to work on their actual. One second. They need to work on the actual. Uh, how can I put this? Offense. The offense it's lacking horribly. Uh, I don't know what it is, but I feel like that they could really get it together if they were to pick up the offense. Offense is just right now in the league. And let me tell you something. We always say defense win games, but when it comes to key uh games where you got amazing offense, it's going to be very hard to try to top that. I mean, that's just putting it mildly. Now, do I think that the Panthers can have enough time to get it corrected? Absolutely. They have enough time to get in there, but they got to want it. You know, they got to want it. I mean, that's just facts. They really want to make this work. Now, here's the challenge they're going to have to go against. Now, next week, they the talented Dallas Cowboys. Now, we know the Dallas Cowboys right now, they're on a roll, and we know their history. We know that with Dallas, as soon as they start making mistakes. They do it every time. We've seen it time and time again. It's like they get right there at the playoffs and it's that's it. Now, keep in mind too that Horn got injured as well. Now, that is playing Philadelphia this week. and they're playing against a team that's just like them, best, haven't been in the best of in how can I put this? They're both playing trying to prove that they can be contenders for the NFC. Let's put it that way. Now, the Eagles also has a good defense. Now, a lot of people are thinking that Dallas will run all over the Eagles and make the Eagles pay. Now, they are playing, the Eagles are playing the Cowboys at home. So that's a good pick for them. That's a good advantage. And usually the Cowboys season, they get it in when they're at the house. So I would say when it comes to that game, that's going to give us an idea of where the Cowboys' mindset is at. Now, if they lose to the Eagles, I'm going to just call it out right here, right now. The Panthers is going to run over them with that defense. It's going to be all about how they play against the Eagles. Now, if they barely beat the Eagles, still got to me a better chance. I think that later on in the schedule, speaking of teams, that the team that Carolina really gonna have a challenge with, that really gonna make us see causing how good they really are right now, is really gonna be, to me, if they beat Dallas, and I'm just looking right now at the charts, causing how good New England will be by November 7th. Arizona Cardinals going to be a challenge. Buffalo and Tampa, because we all know that Tampa Bay is going to be on some, and that's the day after Christmas. And we all know how Brady gets playoffs. Playoffs Brady is different than seasonal Brady. So that's what's going to take. But fairly, I think that the of being a beast in the NFC South, being a competition for Tom Brady and company. Don't get me wrong, I love Tom Brady. So always will have my heart for the Carolina Panthers because that's my home state. And I'm happy they did the major turnaround. I really am. But y'all get in the comment section. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all that out of all this, that the Carolina Panthers will be a very shocking factor when it comes to playoffs time, or do y'all think that this is just too early to celebrate, that you think that after this game here fall apart? I mean, their schedule looks pretty nice. I mean, they don't really have a lot of, to me, stiff competition that's going to mess with their defenses. Serve. But then again, like everybody said, this is the NFL, and anybody can get it right any given Sunday. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all know how I do. I'm out.